Have you ever paused in the quiet of your heart and wondered if you are truly alone in this vast, tumultuous world? Is there someone watching over you, someone chosen by the heavens to guide your weary footsteps? To those who believe they have been called for a purpose higher than themselves, listen closely. God never sends a chosen soul out into the wilderness without a light to follow, without a companion to lean on. You are not alone. You are not wandering without direction. There comes a moment in the life of every person called by God, every chosen one, when he sends a messenger, a partner, a divine guide. This is not mere happenstance. It is a sacred appointment woven into the very fabric of your destiny by the hand of the Almighty. This partner is no ordinary companion. They are not simply a reflection of your own desires or fleeting whims. No, they are a living testament to God's grace, fashioned with purpose and sent to walk beside you, even in the darkest valleys. They carry within them the strength of 1,000 prayers, the patience of the saints, and the faith that moves mountains. Why does God send this partner? Because the path of the chosen is rarely smooth. There are battles to fight, doubts to overcome, and burdens too heavy to bear alone. The partner God sends is your refuge and your mirror, someone who reflects the divine image within you when your own vision grows clouded. They challenge your weaknesses, celebrate your victories, and remind you of the higher call that beckons beyond the mundane. But how can you recognize such a sacred guide? Look beyond the surface, beyond fleeting attraction and worldly charm. The partner God sends will be marked by their humility. They do not seek to overshadow, but to uplift. They will possess a spirit of unwavering faith, trusting God even when the way is unclear. Their love will be patient and enduring, gentle yet resolute, reflecting the love that God has for each of his children. This partner will bring clarity where confusion reigns, peace where chaos threatens, and courage when fear whispers lies. In their presence, you will find the strength to rise above your struggles and the grace to grow in your spiritual journey. They are the living answer to prayers whispered in the secret places of your soul. Yet the greatest lesson of all is this: trust in the timing of God's plan. Trust that the partner who appears in your life is a gift, an answer to the divine promise that you will never walk alone. Even when the path is shrouded in uncertainty, hold fast to faith, for God's hand is always guiding, always protecting. To be chosen by God is to carry a sacred calling that transcends ordinary life. It is not a mantle that is lightly worn, nor a path that one walks in solitude. Those who are called into divine purpose are set apart by the Creator, marked by a destiny that requires more than mere human strength. Yet, this divine selection does not mean isolation or abandonment. On the contrary, the one who chooses does so with profound care and wisdom, knowing well the challenges that await his beloved. This is why he never sends the chosen soul into the wilderness alone. He sends a guide, a partner, a companion tailored by divine providence to walk beside them. This truth is woven deeply into the fabric of spiritual life. Throughout sacred scripture and the testimony of the faithful, the presence of God's appointed guides is evident. They come not as random acquaintances, nor merely by chance encounters, but as answers to prayer and divine provision. These partners are sent to uplift the chosen one's spirit when weariness threatens to overwhelm, to provide counsel when confusion clouds judgment, and to carry burdens when the path grows heavy. Their presence is a manifestation of God's unwavering faithfulness to those he has set apart. In understanding this divine appointment, it is essential to recognize that the journey of the chosen one is inherently communal, not solitary. The purpose God calls his chosen for often involves not only their own growth, but the transformation of many. It is a path that requires collaboration, empathy, and shared vision. The partner sent by God is a co-worker in this sacred task, equipped by the same divine hand with gifts that complement and complete. Where the chosen one's spirit may falter, the partner strengthens. Where doubt arises, the partner encourages. Together, they embody the truth that no great calling is fulfilled in isolation, but through unity. The sending of a partner is a profound demonstration of God's intimate knowledge and care. God, in His omniscience, understands the unique needs, strengths, and vulnerabilities of the chosen one. He orchestrates this meeting with divine precision, sending a partner who is not only compatible but essential for the chosen one's spiritual and emotional well-being. This partnership is a living testimony to God's providence, a reminder that He is actively involved in every detail of the chosen one's life. It is important to grasp that this divine guide or partner is also a reflection of God's own nature. They embody His love, patience, and grace in tangible ways. Their presence is not merely for comfort, but for sanctification. Through this sacred union, both the chosen one and their partner are refined, challenged, and prepared for the greater works ahead. They become living vessels of divine purpose, their lives intertwined in a mission far greater than either could achieve alone. In every era, stories of those chosen by God reveal this profound truth. The journey is not solitary but marked by divine companionship. Whether through a partner in marriage, a mentor in faith, or a fellow laborer in ministry, God's chosen never walk alone. They are sustained, guided, and empowered by the divine gift of partnership, a sacred bond that reflects the eternal truth that love and guidance come from the heart of God Himself. The partner sent by God to the chosen one is not an accidental meeting or a happenstance of fate, but a purposeful design that fits into a divine plan far greater than human understanding. This partnership is carefully crafted by the hand of the Creator, shaped with intention and love to serve a holy purpose. When God calls someone for a particular mission or path, He does not simply send a random companion to accompany them. Instead, He sends a partner uniquely equipped and appointed to complement every aspect of the chosen one's journey, emotionally, spiritually, and practically. This partner is a mirror reflecting not only the strengths, but also the areas where growth and challenge are needed. They come into the chosen one's life, bearing gifts and qualities that are meant to uplift and inspire, yet also to provoke and refine. It is through this divine interplay of complement and challenge that the chosen one is prepared for their greater purpose. In their presence, the chosen one finds encouragement to push beyond limits, to embrace humility in moments of pride, and to persevere when weariness threatens to overtake. A purposeful partnership is never passive. It demands active engagement from both souls, inviting them to enter into a sacred dialogue of growth. This dialogue is one where differences do not divide but deepen the connection, where challenges are met not with resentment but with grace, and where each person becomes a co-creator of a shared spiritual destiny. The partner is sent to remind the chosen one of their calling when distractions abound, to provide strength when the chosen one's own falters, and to hold fast in faith when the future seems uncertain. The divine nature of this partnership means it transcends superficial attraction or fleeting compatibility. It reaches into the core of the soul, recognizing and responding to the needs laid bare by the chosen one's calling. It is a partnership that reflects God's own wisdom in pairing two imperfect beings for a perfect purpose. The chosen one's partner often embodies qualities the chosen one lacks or struggles to maintain, be it patience in times of haste, courage in times of fear, or wisdom in times of confusion. Through these differences, a holy balance is achieved, strengthening both individuals and aligning them more closely with God's will. The partner sent by God acts as a source of divine confirmation. Their presence in the chosen one's life serves as a sign that God's hand is actively guiding the path ahead. It is a living assurance that the chosen one is not alone in their mission, and that the journey they undertake is blessed and supported by heavenly grace. This divine partnership is a sacred gift, one that reflects God's provision and care in every step. This union is not merely about companionship, it is about divine collaboration. Together, the chosen one and their partner become instruments through which God's purpose is fulfilled on earth. Their partnership is a testimony to the power of unity under God's guidance, a sacred alliance forged in faith and sealed by love. A partnership that is sent by God to the chosen one is far more than a mere relationship. It is a sacred covenant where spiritual growth is both the journey and the destination. In this divine union, two souls come together not simply to coexist, but to engage in a transformative process that reflects the very work God performs within each believer. Just as God refines His children through trials and seasons of testing, so too does this partnership become a crucible for sanctification, where love, grace, and sometimes struggle purify the heart and deepen faith. The union between the chosen one and their partner creates a spiritual environment where growth is inevitable. Each challenge faced together, be it misunderstanding, sacrifice, or hardship, becomes a divine opportunity for refining character. In these moments of tension and trial, the veneer of superficial affection is stripped away, revealing the raw and sometimes uncomfortable truth of human weakness and need. Yet it is precisely through this process that both individuals are softened and reshaped, learning patience, forgiveness, and humility. The partnership becomes a mirror held up by God Himself, reflecting areas in need of healing and inviting deeper reliance on His grace. Love in such a partnership is not merely sentimental, it is sanctifying. It calls both partners beyond comfort and self-centeredness into a place of selfless giving and mutual service. The love modeled within this sacred space echoes the divine love of God's steadfast, sacrificial, and unconditional. Through love, the partners learn to bear one another's burdens and celebrate one another's joys, forging a bond that strengthens not only their relationship but their individual spirits. The love they share becomes a conduit for God's presence, making their union a sanctuary where faith flourishes and hope is renewed. Grace is the sustaining power in this union. No partnership is without flaws or moments of failure, but grace allows both to extend forgiveness and mercy when shortcomings arise. It reminds the chosen one and their partner that their growth is not dependent on perfection, but on a continual turning back to God's mercy and guidance. This grace-filled atmosphere nurtures resilience and perseverance, helping both to remain steadfast on their spiritual path even when obstacles seem insurmountable. The spiritual growth fostered in this partnership also extends beyond the individuals themselves. Together they become a testimony to God's transforming power in the world. Their union, marked by faithfulness and grace, becomes a living witness to the reality that God's kingdom is not only about personal salvation, but about restoration and renewal through relationships. They reflect the body of Christ, diverse yet united, imperfect yet growing in holiness. This sacred partnership embodies a divine rhythm of growth, where trials produce endurance, endurance shapes character, and character deepens hope. It is a journey that mirrors the soul's own pilgrimage toward God, where the chosen one and their partner are continually refined, purified, and strengthened by the touch of divine love and grace. Recognizing the partner God sends into your life requires discernment that goes beyond mere feelings or appearances. This partner carries unmistakable signs of divine origin, reflected in qualities that resonate deeply with the nature of God Himself. They are not perfect, but their character reveals a heart molded by faith, humility, patience, and an unwavering love that mirrors the love God shows to His chosen ones. These qualities illuminate their role as a guide and companion sent by God, distinguishing them from all others. Faith is the foundation of a God-sent partner. This faith is not just belief, but a living, breathing trust in God's providence and timing. It manifests in a steady hope, even when circumstances are difficult or unclear. The partner's faith becomes a beacon that lights the way when darkness surrounds the chosen one's path. It is this deep spiritual conviction that gives them strength to stand firm when the storms of life rage, and their courage to encourage the chosen one to hold fast to their own calling. Their faith is contagious, lifting the spirit of the chosen one and providing assurance that they are not walking alone. Humility is another defining characteristic. A God-sent partner approaches the relationship not from a place of pride or control, but from a heart willing to serve and submit to God's greater plan. They understand their own imperfections and do not seek to dominate, but to support. This humility fosters a sacred space where both partners can grow without fear of judgment or competition. It also reflects their readiness to accept God's guidance and to walk in obedience, even when the path is difficult or demands sacrifice. The humility of this partner serves as a quiet but powerful testimony of God's grace at work within them. Patience is a gift essential to the spiritual partnership God ordains. The chosen one's journey is often marked by uncertainty, waiting, and struggle. A God-sent partner exercises patience not only with the circumstances, but with the chosen one's growth and moments of weakness. Their patience is a calm presence that steadies the heart and allows for healing and transformation over time. It is a reflection of God's own patience with His children, reminding the chosen one that growth is a process and that love does not rush but endures. Through this patience, the partner provides a safe harbor amid the tempests of life. Unwavering love defines the God-sent partner above all. This love is steadfast and unconditional, rooted not in fleeting emotions, but in a commitment that reflects God's covenant love for His people. It is a love that endures trials and misunderstandings, forgiveness and restoration. This love is a source of strength for the chosen one, a balm for wounds, and a light that never fades. It holds firm even when the chosen one doubts themselves or the path ahead. The partner's love becomes a tangible expression of God's presence, a constant reminder that the chosen one is deeply valued and never abandoned. Beyond these qualities, a God-sent partner often brings clarity in confusion and strength in weakness. When the chosen one faces doubt or despair, this partner's wisdom and gentle guidance provide a path forward. Their presence reassures and encourages, helping the chosen one to see beyond immediate trials to the larger divine purpose. They stand as a fortress of support when the chosen one feels vulnerable, their strength bolstering courage and resolve. In recognizing these signs, the living faith, humble heart, patient spirit, unwavering love, and steady strength, you are witnessing the hand of God at work in the partnership. This is the divine companion sent not by chance, but by divine appointment, destined to guide, support, and uplift the chosen one on the sacred journey God has set before them. When God sends a partner to the chosen one, it is never merely for companionship or personal fulfillment alone. Their union is a sacred alliance forged with divine purpose, a partnership ordained to carry out a holy mission that transcends the individual and touches the lives of many. Together, the chosen one and their God-sent partner become co-laborers in God's vineyard, united in a shared destiny to fulfill the greater plan that the Creator has woven throughout history. This shared mission is not an abstract concept, but a living reality that shapes every aspect of their relationship. It is reflected in their combined efforts to bring healing, hope, and truth to a world often weighed down by despair and confusion. Each is called to offer their unique gifts and talents in service to the mission, recognizing that their partnership amplifies their individual strengths and covers their weaknesses. This unity is a powerful force that multiplies their impact far beyond what either could achieve alone. The sacred mission they share often requires sacrifice and perseverance. It calls for a willingness to endure hardship, to confront injustice, and to stand firm in faith despite opposition. The chosen one and their partner are bound together not only by love, but by a covenant to remain steadfast in the face of trials. Their mission demands courage, resilience, and unwavering commitment to the path God has set before them. It is a journey marked by both struggle and triumph, where every challenge is met with prayer, trust, and mutual support. Within this divine partnership, there is a constant calling to uplift and encourage one another toward holiness and purpose. They remind each other of their divine calling when doubts arise and rekindle each other's faith when weariness threatens to take hold. This sacred encouragement becomes a source of spiritual strength, empowering them to persevere and remain aligned with God's will. The mission they share is not a burden but a sacred privilege, a participation in God's work of redemption and restoration. Their united purpose also serves as a beacon to others. As they walk in faith and fulfill their divine mission, their lives become testimonies of God's power and grace. Their partnership reflects the harmony and cooperation that God desires for His people, a visible example of love and service that inspires and uplifts communities. Through their shared mission, they contribute to the building of God's kingdom on earth, advancing His purposes through acts of kindness, justice, and mercy. The sacred mission shared by the chosen one and their God sent partner also brings a profound sense of meaning and fulfillment. It anchors their relationship in something eternal and unshakable, a reminder that their love and efforts are part of a divine story that will never fade. This mission becomes the heartbeat of their union, giving purpose to their days and hope to their future. Ultimately, the chosen one and their partner embody the truth that God's work is always done in community, in partnership, and in love. Their shared mission is a testament to the power of divine calling and the beauty of two lives united in service to a higher purpose. It is a sacred journey, blessed and guided by God, destined to leave an eternal mark on the world.